Let's talk about Skillsoft. I think that some of the folks on the call here want to hear more about that.
Look, Skillsoft is a company that we spent more than a year working on before we reached an agreement. And then when we reached the agreement, we only were prepared to go forward if the company met an extraordinarily high set of hurdles that they had to meet for it to be attractive to us. But most importantly, Skillsoft is the leading enterprise training company, the leading distance learning company in the world. It is a company that's been a leader in quote, ed tech, serving large and mid-cap companies for more than 30 years. It's got an embedded customer base, which with virtually all of the 1,000 largest companies in the world, that's 90+% subscription revenues. It's 90+% gross margins. It's huge cash generative. And because like a lot of companies in this world, they went through a massive leverage buyout, they were over levered, and thus they didn't have the flexibility to make the kind of investments that they should make in a massively growing ed tech market. So we agreed to put capital in only after the company agreed to deleverage itself. The company gave us full authority to bring in a fantastic new management team. The company allowed us to invest in acquisitions even before closing the transaction. And most importantly, they let us set this up at the most attractive valuation of any company that we've been part of arranging. 6 times cash flow, 10 times net income, which virtually no one is valued off of net income anymore. And while there's rumors of every venture capital investment in ed tech, whether it's Udacity or Coursera or Udemy being valued at 10, 11, 12 times forward revenues, we set this up at 2 times revenues. So it's massively inexpensive. It's by far the market leader. We have Prosus, who is the biggest beast with a $200 billion venture capital background as our partner. And we have the ability to make acquisitions to grow this from where it is today, 700 million revenues, 200 million cash flow. We expect it'll be $4 or $5 billion of revenues in the short time period under our near-term ownership. We believe certain companies are better public than private, better delevered than levered, better with a growth plan than a stabilization plan, better making acquisitions with inorganic growth. That's kind of a bit of our mantra for these businesses. And Skillsoft is in a market with distance learning, enterprise training that's growing double digits per year. And it's the market leader, and it's the only profitable cash generative one. It'll be delevered with the best management team, best partners, and we'll grow it organically and inorganically. It's really, and by the way, because our partners in investments include 2 very prominent technology venture families, as well as a number of long-term investors as our partners, we're going to hold this for a long time and be proud of holding it.